And a Tallahassee man now serving 25 years in federal prison on firearm charges in connection to a shooting in Quincy. 25-year-old Sincere Perkins was convicted last November of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and possession of a machine gun. Court records show Perkins was arrested by U.S. Marshals at a Tallahassee apartment for an outstanding warrant. Officers say they found several guns in that apartment, including two that matched shell casings from a shooting in Quincy that hurt two teenagers. Perkins' DNA was also found on both guns used in the shooting. At the sentencing, a judge determined that Perkins was one of the shooters in the Quincy incident.